Okay, welcome to Funny Side Up. We're recording on April 28th, aka Homer Day. Our special guest today is V. Creto Ethan, my younger brother. Ethan, you can plug yourself in any manner you would like.
I'm on all platforms at V. Creto except for Twitter, and that is at Real Nene Baby.
Oh, you're on Facebook
why is it
Gaming?
Real Nene Baby?
Huh?
You're on Facebook Gaming?
No, I'm not on Facebook Gaming or Facebook.
That's not all platforms, bro.
Yeah.
I'm on most platforms at V. Creto.
So if anyone's listening to this and they get on Facebook Gaming, you can still V. Creto before you get there.
Well, that's fine with me because I'm ditching the V eventually.
Once Ethan gets big enough, he's gonna still flat Credo.
Yeah. Twitch won't let me like use it for some reason, even though there's like nobody who has the name.
Yeah,
So
I think it's a cuss
stupid.
word.
No, Creto isn't.
Yeah, I think it's like a Latin. Yeah, I think it's a Latin cuss word.
It's a Greek word.
I think it's Greek for a bad word.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Because it was a politician. Huh?
Diogenes?
Latin Creto.
Yeah, okay, so I really don't have anything super planned for this episode other than we're just gonna chat, have Ethan on as a guest for the first time. Ethan's known for coming up with these really shitty hypothetical questions that like we'll be hanging out and he'll ask me and I'll be dumbfounded because there's like, oh, why did he just ask me this?
Yeah, and for example, one of the questions was like, what would happen if the Earth just like split down like straight down the center?
Yeah, like the equator. If it was like cut between the equator, and I was like, okay, do you mean like there's like a gap between the Earth, or there's just like a slice? Like how big is the slice? Like he comes up with questions, and there aren't like
technically the slice wouldn't be anything because like if the gravity didn't bring it back together, then it just depends on how far apart they like push out after it gets cut.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is like there's not exactly any like who cares? I was like if there was like say a 1 mile gap between the northern and southern hemisphere, like that's a more interesting like spin on that question.
Mm-hmm. That's not enough. But gravity would pull that back easy.
Okay, say gravity didn't pull it back.
Yeah.
How would mankind, adapt to this 1 mile gap? They would just fly over.
We've built bridges before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
well, no, but you would also have all that heat rising out of the Earth, though. So, like, you wouldn't really be able to get to the other side without getting like burnt.
If that's the case, then the like core of the Earth would freeze pretty quickly. Like space is cold.
Would it break the
what?
The thingy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The atmosphere. Right?
Okay, so here's the deal, right?
Okay, so astrophere. Okay, does it break? Does it not?
Does gravity still exist? Like it still exists. It's just not pulling these two slices together for some reason, or does gravity not exist?
I would assume gravity
exists, up, right?
I need
gravity is from the center, right?
The center, yeah.
Center of mass.
So, yeah,
but they would be drawn together.
Yeah, no. But then the gravity wouldn't be the center. Like what would have been the center of the Earth anymore?
Yeah, right? But no.
It would be the mass center of half of the Earth. So like the center. Okay. Like
the mass of both hemispheres would still draw them together hypothetically. Like
and
they're still massive objects.
It'd be one.
The oceans would also go into the water. I mean, the oceans would go into the crack, which would then they would evaporate. So you'd probably have a whole lot more rain as well.
The Earth's ass crack.
Yeah, pretty much.
You would have a lot more rain.
See,
there would be a lot more rain, but then there would also be lower like ocean levels, which is like really the issue.
Yeah, that means a lot, dude. Probably like a majority of the fish would die just by like swimming off of the edge.
We have to put up like a big wall of glass.
We probably like would have to do that legitimately.
I don't think there's enough glass in the world to. Like,
yeah, but wouldn't all of the water just like empty out into the?
This
crack?
is such a dumb fucking conversation. I hope you guys.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Is Ethan has these questions that like go nowhere.
I made a new one, and this one is my favorite. All right. So, imagine, you know, I'm not gonna say it because it actually could be like against YouTube TOS. But you know, like the things you cut things with, those. Okay. So imagine no. Like
a knife.
Okay, sure. Yeah. No.
Type it in Discord.
Like that tends to be against TOS. Like these words. But it's YouTube. Okay. So anyways.
You can just spell it. So he's saying knife, GUNS.
No, not that one. I was just saying the first one. I was saying both of those words usually go against TOS. Oh. But I was talking about the first one. Anyways,
okay, well, I don't.
So imagine a knife, right? And whenever you stab something, it pierces it, right? Yeah, so imagine what that looks like, right? And if you think about it, while you're driving, you roll your window down and you put your hand out, you're not really feeling wind. You're just feeling your arm pierce the still air, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have wind that is like slightly ahead of the car, going the same speed as you, but ahead of you, right? Whenever you do that, would the wind by your hand be still? Because then that wind, like the air isn't still anymore because that wind was hitting it.
So what you're saying is if the air outside of the car was going the same speed and direction as you, yeah, you just wouldn't feel the wind resistance.
Exactly. So it would just be weird.
So the answer is yes. I was gonna say one second. I was just gonna say like that is just you standing like outside. Like that's all it would be.
Yeah, I know, but it's interesting because you'd be traveling at such.
No, you could actually experience that if you're traveling like in a really windy area, but you're traveling in the direction of the wind. That actually, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you feel me?
Okay, go ahead, Jack.
Yeah, it just reminds me of the question. It's like, if you were going the speed of light, would your headlights work? You know? I also made this while you guys were talking.
Thank you.
Amazing. So, if you're going at the speed of light and you start light, say you're in a vacuum.
In a vacuum?
Yeah, you're in a vacuum.
So,
and you're going at the speed of light and you turn your headlights on. Does that mean that you're projecting that light at light speed? Therefore, it would be twice the speed of light?
What vacuum has lights on it?
Both things would be going the same speed. Nothing can go faster than the speed of light.
So your headlights, they would light up, but like it would just be like the inside of the bulb that is like bright. And Ethan, by vacuum, I mean like space vacuum.
I don't know if they would go anywhere.
Wouldn't
like
move.
Relative to you.
Well, I think electricity, like it can only move. Well, the electricity would definitely arrive at the bulb.
Yeah, no, it would. But like when, is it photons, not protons? I don't know what the fuck.
Photons. Yeah. No. It wouldn't be protons.
Yeah,
it'd be photons.
Yeah. Because nothing can go faster than the speed of light, then it's like, I don't actually know where they would go relative to you. But I think it's safe to assume you would be in the dark.
Oh, yeah, you would definitely be in the dark. You're in the vacuum of space.
Yeah, but you got this light.
But yeah, so Ethan, what all have you done in the past, you know, besides streaming? You used to edit our YouTube videos.
Yeah. You also mentioned my Twitter. You asked why it was real Nene Baby.
Yep.
if anybody knows, there's a meme called Nene Baby, right?
Cringe ass Nene Baby shot to death.
Yeah, yes. So it's just like a little kid who hit the Nene, but he like died. And it was like who I like branded my channel
idolized, yeah,
for like a really long time. Yeah, I guess so.
Which, like, on the other hand, that's why I've always used the Silver Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I moved on to be more professional in the original.
Yeah, so. He quit. He quit doing his cultural appropriation.
Yeah, before I was me, I was a cassette tape from Hotline Miami too. That was my thing.
Yeah. You were that for a long time, dude.
Yeah,
I'm the only one who still hasn't moved on.
Yeah,
I'm still. I use Beetlejuice as my Discord profile picture, and almost everywhere else I'll use the little silver kid. Sometimes I use a picture of myself. Yeah, that's a good picture of me. It's actually the one on the website.
Yeah, but I have edited like for several people. Like 2, so that's several. I've also like moderated stream. I'm a professional gamer.
Oh, really?
Sort of.
Oh yeah, your live streams they're pretty good.
They aren't pretty good? Wow, bro.
No, they are. There's a comma.
Quote it.
Okay, quote it. I dare you.
But,
you just laughed like Tommy Wiseau.
You know what's funny?
What's that?
So it says that I only have disk space remaining for 59 hours. So like we're gonna be like right on the dot, you know?
59 hours. This podcast does not last 60 hours.
No, I thought it said 59 minutes at first until I read it again.
I guess we're going for the world record podcast length. We're gonna upload it raw.
Yeah.
I wonder what that is. I wonder what the longest like podcast recording is. But we should definitely go for it and steal the record sometime.
Would Ludwig's stream for his subathon, would that be considered a podcast?
That's too topical. We can't talk about that. We can't talk about anything that's happened within like 2 years.
According to this quick Google search, the longest podcast episode is 36 hours.
Oh, we can beat that. That's easy.
I don't know if I would want to.
We could do a 40-hour. Yeah. We should, on one of my off weeks, we should just sit down and just talk for 40 hours straight. We can have like a couple guests so it's easier. Maybe have a guest rotation. That'd actually be really cool.
Composition.
Y'all have to rotate out
of like talking points.
Yeah, I know. No, I don't think me and Jackson could rotate out because it's our podcast. So like, it would have to be us.
But yeah, one of y'all y'all have to sleep eventually.
No, we can definitely stay awake for 40 hours.
I've done it before.
That's why I'm so surprised that it's only. Yeah, I have too. I did it like 2 times in a row in 1 week.
Dude, my sleep schedule is so messed up. I like literally last night I stayed up like 22 hours or something. I went to sleep at like 2 p.m.
Those are rookie numbers.
Yeah, I know, but like it's not like I was doing it on purpose.
Yeah, it was just kind of happened.
Yeah, I can't go to sleep.
No, I'm now off work. I've spent my time at the hospital this week, and I'm free for a week. I'm trying to think if I had any interesting stories. Y'all talk amongst yourselves while I take a sip of water.
So, see, it's a funny thing,
Jackson.
I have 1500 ping, and I have for a while now. So I'm on like a huge delay compared to you two. Just a heads up, I guess. I don't expect my ping to get any better across the duration of this episode.
That's all right. So that is why we do the clap sync.
Yeah.
So what do y'all think? Or not what do y'all think, but do y'all make your own podcast or not podcasts, playlists?
Yes, I do.
Like music playlists?
Yes.
Actually, like I would, but YouTube has already compiled like a pretty good one for me, and it kind of like auto updates as I go and listen to new music.
Yeah, I used to use
so like
a lot.
Yeah, I'll use the My Mix on YouTube a lot.
The only reason that I don't do that anymore is because it, like you said, it will update for you automatically. So
yeah,
like I would often be listening to the same songs, and like songs I liked would like get off of the playlist. And I would never hear them again. So that's why I went to Spotify. Yeah,
see, the thing I like about the YouTube system is whenever I listen to a song, I'll usually listen to a lot of songs by that artist over and over again. Like, you know me, you know how I listen to my music, Ethan. Where it's
you just listen to the same music, bro.
Yeah, but like it's kind of slowly rotates in and out. And so like if I'm listening to a lot of Kanye, I'm listening to a lot of Kanye.
You so, just like you listen to like you over listen to like one thing and then you swap.
Yeah, and that's the nice thing about YouTube is I can do that and it will filter out the songs I stop listening to.
I mean, I do something similar, but like on Spotify, I'll just pick an artist and I'll just shuffle through them, you know? Like,
yeah.
I have one dedicated playlist for when I'm showering, just because I don't want some weird ass experimental Kanye shit playing full blast over the Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah.
Well,
no, don't you have a story about that? Weren't you showering and like some experimental Kanye shit like played?
No, not really. But I mean, like,
anything you must have made that joke before.
Oh, maybe. But yeah, anytime anything Kanye plays, neither of my parents like Kanye, so they just find it annoying. Usually it's like Black Skinhead or I Am a God. Those are the two big ones, and my parents hate both of them, so yeah.
Yeah, no, I love Kanye, dude. Like, I listen to a lot of Kanye. I listen to a lot of No Doubt. I've already talked about this. I'm listening to a lot of Elton John right now, actually. And then I'm listening to quite a bit of Avenged Sevenfold and System of a Down. They've made their way back onto my playlist. Only the Hand of Death soundtrack.
Why only that one?
Because it's the only good one. I mean, it's the
best. I'm gonna go.
Wait, are you talking about his music? No, I have 4 playlists, and like I name them pretty simple, right? I have Yes, and that's just like my typical mood, right? So I'll listen to that. And then I have Sad and Rock, and my other playlist is just MD Wade, where I have all of your songs just in one playlist on Spotify for me. So I'll like cycle throughout those. Well, I can make it public.
I've been meaning to get back on Spotify because Spotify is like a really good system. And the person I'm talking to sent me a couple playlists on Spotify. So like that's the only time I've used it. And they actually sent me a pretty interesting article they were reading this book about insects. Parasites actually.
Sounds real fucking interesting.
No, I'll read it to you. But it's called Parasite Rex by Carl Zimmer. And in this little excerpt, it says, the notice of parasites are so grotesque, so outrageous, that it's hard to tell at first that they are actually designed for parasites at all. Consider leaf-rolling caterpillars. They're pretty ordinary insect larvae, with one exception. They fire their droppings like howitzers. As a bit of frass starts to emerge from the caterpillar, it pushes a hinged plate back against a ring of blood vessels surrounding its anus. The blood pressure builds up behind the plate, which the caterpillar then releases. The pressure of the blood slams against the droppings so suddenly that it blasts them 3 feet a second in a soaring arc that carries them up to 2 feet away. What on earth could have driven the evolution of an anal cannon? Parasites could. When parasitic wasps home in a larva such as the caterpillar, the leaf roller caterpillar, these little dudes literally have howitzer asses.
It's concerning.
And
Is this the next step? In
yeah, just
human
imagine.
evolution?
Yeah, the only thing that's stopping them from becoming like a serious threat to humanity is like them growing to be like a few feet big.
Yeah.
And then like that minor thing is just gonna like kill some random like tribal men. I actually don't know where they're located, but
They're from the Bronx.
they're in Tony's Pizza restaurant shooting their shit like little bullets.
It's like 10 casualties a week. Pizzeria.
There becomes like a special force like trained to go after these little caterpillars, and they're like in the trees shooting their shit like guerrilla warfare. War never changes, but it changed the day the caterpillars started fighting. Imagine your mom coming to you and you're like, son, your dad's not coming home from work today. And you're like, Mommy,
Got
why?
ass blasted by a caterpillar.
And then like you live your life like just planning to like eradicate all of the all of the caterpillars.
You can make a movie based on that.
It's called the Caterpillars List.
Yeah, I was about to say something like that. I had list in mind. Yeah.
As in Schindler's.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Yeah. Ethan, what are your thoughts on the caterpillars?
They're caterpillars.
Wow.
Very
exhilarating.
Yes.
Yeah. So
have y'all heard of like the like dumbest ways people have died? Like they like
Darwin Awards.
there's a name for it. Like they get it, huh?
The Darwin Awards.
Yeah, that. Dude,
Yeah.
those,
1,000 Ways to Die
is
on
it
MTV.
bad to say that those are like funny at times?
That's on Spike. No, it's not bad at
Is
all.
it on Spike?
Yeah, it's on Spike. I watched it when I was a little baby.
Me too. I'm sitting in my crib.
I don't know what that is.
It was this
Spike.
1,000 Ways to Die, I assume. It was
It's just this TV show that showed a bunch of weird like deaths. And were they all real or were they fake?
some of them are based on real things. Some of them, it's so weird because the tone was inconsistent. Like some episodes would be like comedic, and then some would just be like, they would have like really elaborate like practical gore setups and stuff. It was weird,
Yeah.
terrifying.
I know there's one because I think my buddy told me about it when we were in like third grade. But there was some bimbo that got a tit job and then went on like a flight, and her breasts just started growing, like the implants just growing and growing.
Oh yeah.
And
I remember that.
They like bursted.
Dude, that
Yeah, from the pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of pressure, there was one where like a lady like went into a depressurization chamber, whatever, on like a sub, and some dude released the thing and the lady exploded, and I saw that when I was a little baby, and I was like, this ain't good.
You were scarred for life.
Yeah. No, it's like showing best score videos to like a 6-year-old. It's like, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen?
Yeah.
one thing that scarred me, and I like it's not even bad to like now, but I was just like so young when I saw it. Do y'all know that like video, the really old one where there's like a car driving down the hill?
I knew you were gonna say it.
And the fucking,
It's called Scary Road or whatever.
yeah, the jump scare thing. I actually never saw that.
I think I showed it to you, Ethan.
No, it was Shayna and Reagan. Yeah, no.
Our sister and our cousin.
Yeah, we were at our granddad's, like, spend the night over there. like, hey, you should watch this. And dude, I'm pretty sure I cried after watching it.
Dude, I think they also like scarred me for life because they had Chucky on the TV. And like I was scared of Chucky for years.
Dude, I'm like,
but I'm over him now.
I don't know if you know it, Will, but I'm a very paranoid person. So like after I see something scary, bro, like I'll be in the shower, bro, and I just start thinking, bro. And I will look behind the curtains, like periodically. I don't know. It's very weird.
I mean, I used to.
There was a period of time. Anymore. Yeah.
Well, no. There was a period that I still do it.
Yeah.
There's a period of time where I was like home alone, like constantly. And I bought a baseball bat from the thrift store I used to work at just to keep with me in case I needed to which we were living in a haunted house.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know if I don't think I've talked about that on the podcast.
No, dude, it's like, we definitely have some stories. Like, do you want to talk about
Ethan
this
would always
episode or like?
Yeah, we can go ahead and talk about it. Ethan would get mad at me anytime I asked him if he thought the house was haunted.
Well, yeah, because if I started thinking about it, I wouldn't enjoy the house anymore.
Okay, he was saving himself.
Yeah. I think now is a good time to clarify that I don't believe in anything like that. I don't believe in anything paranormal.
Were you not at the house when anything happened?
Nope, nothing.
Did I ever tell you about any of it?
Maybe, but I mean,
okay. The first sign for me, like I was always kind of skeptical. We had well, the previous owner of the house did kill themselves at the house, and so that was like, you know, we were aware of that. But one day I was live streaming. Me and Ethan shared like a computer room,
which was the worst idea I had ever made.
Yeah, I was about to say something about it. I was going to be like, yeah, I don't think that panned out that great.
I'll get into that
Ethan always got mad about it because I was too loud
and messy.
Yeah, I'm a pretty messy dude. But I was live streaming and Ethan was in there with me, and my mom had just gotten home from work, and she comes in. Now the only three people that were living there were me, my mom, and Ethan.
Except for
every so often, our half brother would stay a couple days with us. But she came home and she like went into her room. I guess she was changing after work, and then after that, she comes into the computer room and was like, "Hey, Will, did you like go through my drawers?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "Yeah, all of my drawers are just like barely opened." And I was like, "No, I've been in here all day." And Ethan was schooling online, I think, at the time, or
it was summer.
Yeah, and so Ethan had slept all day because that was his like sleep routine. And so I was like, "Yeah, no, neither of us messed with it." And that was my first sign. A couple of weeks later, I was at the house, and I was the only one there. I think it was the weekend because I wasn't working, and I was about to leave the house. So I went down the stairs, and I was about to walk out the door. I hadn't opened the door yet because in the back of my mind, I've tried to reason that it was air pressure, because when the air would kick on and stuff, doors would like kind of open or shut slightly. But I hadn't opened the door yet, and the air didn't kick on, so it wasn't either of those. But upstairs, I heard a door slam, like as hard, like if someone was mad, like they would slam it about that hard.
So it wasn't something that fell. It was like the door.
No. It was a door. Yeah. And I opened the door, I slammed it behind me, and I ran to my truck and left.
Yeah, you started having one of our buddies spend the night with you. If you ever were home alone after.
There were a lot of times where I would be home alone. I can't ever remember where. I guess Ethan was at our dad's or something.
Or other families.
Yeah, but I would. Oh yeah, you spent a lot of time up on the mountain.
Yeah.
But there was one night where it was raining, and just me being in that house alone so much, I was super uncomfortable. And I don't get that where I'm living now. I didn't get it where Ethan is living.
I was home alone there a lot as well. But like,
were you uncomfortable?
No. Oddly enough, there were times where I would sort of be, but not too bad, because I was like, I doubt like this person, like, you know, if it is
do
happening,
anything malicious,
would like do anything to us. But oddly enough, I didn't start like experiencing anything until like right before we were like about to move out. Like, it's when we were planning on it is when I started to like experience things. I only experienced like 2 things, and like Will mentioned, like I used to stay up like all night, do my work during the night, sleep all day, and I still sort of do that if I can. But one night it's just me and Will at the house, and Will's downstairs sleeping on the couch, and I'm doing either some work or like just gaming, and I started hearing whistling, right? And it's like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and not only is it like just whistling, but it's like that. I don't know if my mic caught that or not.
No, it didn't.
Well, just imagine like a short whistle, but it's like it happens on a pattern, like a consistent pattern.
You had me thinking some ghost was like whistling Steamboat Willie or some shit.
No. It was just like, it would whistle for like 3 seconds, and then it would stop, and then it'd whistle for like another 3 seconds. And like, it wasn't only that it was whistling, but there were also dogs barking. So it was like just really scary, you know. But
no. Were you hearing the whistling in the house, or was that the one that you were hearing outside?
It was outside of the house, like right on the other side of my window. And that was like...
And second story, by the way.
Like, it would have been quieter if it was like low, like on the ground. Because not only was the house a 2-story, but it was also raised on cinder blocks and stuff, I think.
No, yeah, it was a 2-story house that had a crawl space.
Yeah.
So the second story window was pretty dang high.
So it would have been quiet if it wasn't, but no, it sounded pretty loud. Because I also, with my like headset, it being noise cancellation though, like, you know.
Your headphones are not noise canceling. No, they're not.
I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Because you guys seem pretty freaked out about like ghosts and stuff.
No, not...
What? Okay, well, whatever, right? This is for whoever this applies to. But like, say you're like in a haunted house or whatever, and you like hear ghostly activity happening. What do you think that ghost is actually going to do to you? Like, what reason do you have to be afraid?
It's going to tear the... it's going to pull the nails out of the wood, and it's going to collapse on you.
It's going to tear a trans-dimensional tear in space,
nonetheless,
and it's going to suck me in and chop off my nutsack.
Like, one of the things I experienced was like feeling like somebody was behind me, you know? Like, everybody gets that feeling. But no, like, that's like one thing with the ghosts, right? If you ever do get that feeling, it's just like really, really creepy, especially if you're alone. Like, I don't know how to thing, like describe it, but
I'm not like, ghosts don't bother me. I do believe in them, but like, it's not like it could actually do anything to me. And if it did, I would just leave. Like,
yeah, but it was just like
it was a general sense of being like uncomfortable anytime I was there alone.
Yeah, it's practically like just a stranger like being like with you, you know.
And I mean, that's the thing.
I'm a friendly enough guy. I can go along with him.
I arguably live in a place that I should be more unsettled when I'm home alone, but like, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, it's a different sort of unsettled though. Like, it's not for like a ghostly reason.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, when I was young, being home alone would bother me, and then there was a period of time where I like got to the point where I was like, it doesn't bother me at all. And then it came back even worse while I was living there. Like it was just, I was always unsettled anytime I was in that house alone. And I would always have friends over so that I wouldn't be home alone.
So the thing for me, right? And I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but in my entire life, I've never really been scared of like, oh, that's a ghost or whatever. When I was like in, I'm going to say 3rd grade or something, it was creepypastas. But the thing is, it's like, I got to a point later in my life where I actually did not care if I lived or died, which I'm past that now, but it was a really empowering thing to just think in my mind, like, it's like a challenge. It's like, do it. If you're going to fucking kill me, do it, pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just keep a knife by me. So like if I ever, like, not like a knife could do anything to a ghost anyways, but just like if I ever like do just get paranoid, it's just sort of like
you need a ghost knife.
Yeah.
You need a ghost gun with ghost
I keep a knife beside me. I keep a knife beside me so that if a ghost rolls up, I'll give him a Glasgow smile,
I have no
What's he gonna do? You ever seen the Joker, Ethan?
Yeah.
He's got the cuts in his cheeks. It's like the permanent, like Heath Ledger's Joker. A Glasgow smile is where you cut, like where your lips connect. You cut outward from there.
Oh, I hate that, dude. I hate that.
Yeah. No, it's basically like whenever they stitch your cheeks back together, you have a permanent smile.
Do you guys know what a Columbia necktie is?
Nope.
I think so. Isn't it where you like slit someone's throat and pull their tongue out?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that one. Dude, anything with throats actually like really bothers me.
Yeah.
Like I hate thinking about my neck getting punched or like throat chops. Like make me uncomfortable. Seeing any YouTube video of a dude getting punched in the throat, like that's the only, like I can't watch beheadings, which I think is normal.
The thing about throats, right, is that it's like
it's super vulnerable.
Yeah, there is one fucking thing that is bone there, and it's the most important bone in your body. It is your fucking spine, right?
And it's in the back. Yeah. Everything in front of that is like
also very important. So it's not even like it's protecting it, because if that gets damaged, you're dead anyways.
Yeah, you've got your spine, you've got your jugular, you've got your fucking trachea. Like,
arguably, you would want your spine like broken before your neck like penetrated, because you can live with a broken spine, but
sometimes,
sometimes depending on.
I think if it's I think the vertebrae at your at your head are pretty important.
Yeah, I mean. Anything like
I've heard of people like breaking the vertebrae in their neck and being okay in like car accidents and stuff, like they can recover from that.
Did Coach Mimas, did he ever tell y'all about the story where
the lady who like fell and like her elbows like went through her arm or whatever the fuck he said?
No, dude, he didn't tell us about that. He told us about a story where he was in like middle school or high school, and one of his classmates stole a car, and the dude was like running from the cops for a while, and he ended up wrecking it into like a pole or something. And the kid was fine, but whenever the cops went down to the car, the dude turned his head, looked at the cops, and he just like died instantly, because apparently like the crash broke his neck or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
When someone gets in a car accident, you're like not supposed to touch their head at all just because of something like that.
Yeah, like.
But I'm also curious as to how much he says is just bullshit, because he's told a lot of stories.
That's true.
Yeah, incredibly relevant ones that are suspiciously relevant, actually.
He told this one story about a baseball player that was icing his elbow, and he had iced it so much that he bumped it on the door walking out and shattered his elbow.
I've heard of that as well, but not from him.
But yeah, that's what I heard from him. Because I think you're supposed to in pain therapy, you're supposed to cool muscle and heat bone or something like that. it's vice versa for whatever the effect is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I know we're kind of past the topic, but like, anything thinking about like people dying, it just like horrifies me. Like I don't like thinking about it.
What, you scared to death?
Actually, I am.
I'm scared to death. Haha.
Oh shit!
No, I don't know. I don't know if I'm scared of death, but
wait, there was something I was gonna say and I forgot it. I actually liked it.
It's gonna come eventually. Like, why be scared of it?
Yeah.
Oh,
and it's like,
I mean, it's good to want to live. I don't think being scared of death, or not being scared of death, doesn't mean that I don't want to live. You know.
Yeah.
But like, it's just something that I think it's better if you come to terms with early and just live your life to the fullest.
Yeah, I remember coming to terms with death when I was like really, really young. Like, I was probably like 10 or 11. I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna die, so
might as well live it to the fullest.
Yeah, and
I feel like I was pretty young whenever I came to terms with death, but I think it was more of like a religious thing.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I think the important thing is no matter what your religious beliefs are, like, once you're dead, you really have nothing to worry about. Just like whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
shoot,
unless you're a sinner and then you go to hell.
Yeah. Dang sinners.
Yeah. So what, Ethan? You're a sinner?
Yeah, Ethan.
Aren't we all?
You going to hell?
No, I'm perfect.
Oh, no. I had a really good conversation topic, but I forgot it, and I'm very mad because I can't think of it.
Well, welcome to the podcast.
You wanted to talk about the computer room earlier?
Huh?
Oh yeah, computer room.
Yeah, sharing a room.
Oh yeah. Well, that wasn't a topic. We can talk about that. But
we can talk about that until you remember.
Well, I don't know if I'll be able to. What I'll say about the computer room is me and Will used to have separate rooms, and we had the idea that we would make a really cool gaming room and then turn the other room just into like a
shared bedroom.
Yeah, and we called it what is it in the military where like all of the beds are just like lined up?
Barracks.
Yeah, we called it the barracks in the beginning. But I completely forgot that Will was just like, huh?
Barracks with 2 beds.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were 3 beds in there. It was a tiny fucking room too. Well, it wasn't tiny, but putting 3 beds in it really took up all the space.
Yeah.
That looks like a music symbol. Anyways,
yeah, I've always thought that.
Yeah.
Yeah, people tell me that a lot.
Well, I completely forgot that Will was just like a really messy person. And that he was also really loud.
I'm chaos incarnate.
Yeah, so just whenever we did it, like I would like clean up and it would get messy like so quick. It was just so many things that was like bad about it.
Yeah. I clean up maybe once every like 3 to 4 months.
Mm-hmm. Wait.
It's crazy. So Jackson's profile picture and the one that we use on the website. So like if you need a reference, he put it through a filter, and in the original he's wearing a skull mask, but the skull happened to like filter into a music note.
I traced a picture of me. It's not just the original image, so it's like a much simpler rendition of it.
Did you intend on it to be a music note?
I did not. I actually do have the original trace of it. Give me 1 sec.
Yeah. Jackson did the same for Ethan. He did the same for me, but I didn't like mine that much.
Oh, well.
And then he did one for Colin. Yeah.
So what were we talking about prior to the whenever I said I didn't like thinking about people dying?
I was coming to terms with death.
No, it was prior to that.
Prior to that? Oh yeah, it is just kind of a music note, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, Ethan.
I may have to just go back to the podcast and listen to it and hope that.
Hope you think about it.
Yeah. Because I actually.
Okay, I've got to take y'all downtown. I didn't know, but there's like this ice cream shop that's down there, and they had this.
We should do it tomorrow.
What's it called? apple pie. Oh yeah. Me and you definitely.
We gotta
will,
talk to
Ethan.
mom. So.
Oh yeah, dude, you gotta go to work with her tomorrow. I'll pick you up. There was this apple pie ice cream, and it was so good. Like, it was like cinnamon and apple and bits of graham cracker in it, and it blew my mind that an ice cream could taste like that. Have you ever eaten anything that, like it's not a certain food, but it is flavored like that certain food, and it is like remarkably like similar? Because like anything that's grape flavored is just a really sweetened version of grape. Like it's not even grape.
Yeah.
And then same goes for like banana flavored things. Usually
Those are
aren't
disgusting.
banana at all.
No, they have.
I used to really hate like banana popsicles.
Dude, they have banana pudding ice cream, and oh my gosh, bro, that is so good.
Dude, they had banana pudding ice cream at the ice cream place.
I love
You
that.
guys like
stuff,
apple
bro.
pie moonshine?
Do what?
Apple pie moonshine.
Never had it.
It tastes like apple pie and ethanol.
I was gonna say that sounds like something that would just taste like ethanol.
It's actually very good.
Ethanol.
Pretty common. Ethanol.
But dude, I had so yesterday me and my buddy Edgar hung out and we got
censored location
sushi.
And
we had Japan. I had a rainbow roll, which is really good. It's Ethan, we'll go and get sushi tomorrow too. But yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say. But oh yeah, that ice cream is incredible. Anything flavored that is either just really bad or really good.
They don't have ice cream at Japan, do they?
Yes,
Oh,
they
do.
like.
What?
No. I thought you were talking about like the actual like country of Japan.
No. Of course they have.
No,
that.
no, they don't. No, it's down the road from it.
Down the road from
But-
Japan.
Yeah. But as I was saying, have y'all ever had cotton candy grapes?
Yeah.
What the
They
hell
also
is
make
that?
cotton candy wine from those grapes, I think. Both of them are fantastic.
Interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
it will be a long time before I try it, so that's something.
I was given a sip when I was younger and it was good.
That's
But yeah,
illegal.
Jackson. And so how did you have apple pie moonshine?
I didn't say I did.
Liar.
Good.
Nah, he smelled it.
Okay, who said it was good?
I did. Because it is.
Yeah. Okay. And what is your judgment based off of that on?
I like apple pie.
You like ethanol?
I mean, cars got to go somehow.
Electric.
Dude, I fucking wish I had an electric. Gas prices
My
are
sister's
like
talking about getting a
$20.
Tesla.
Dude, we gotta get her to get the Tesla lawnmower.
Oh yeah, dude. I was trying to figure out how to make a reference to that video, but look up Elon Musk versus old man skit at Big Boss Will at YouTube.
We need to remake it at like a higher quality.
Yeah, it was kind of shitty. I think
all of ours were like all of this.
No, there was one skit. There was one skit that was like super high production, and we never finished
Was it
it.
the Taco Bell?
Yeah, it
one?
had like,
Yeah, the Taco Bell fight scene.
Yeah.
there were like so many like angles and
Do you still have
Yeah.
it on your? Do you still have it?
Yeah, I've still got all of it.
I'll edit it.
I actually found it the other day. Yeah,
Like,
if you'll edit
you
it,
just
I'll
send
send
me
it
a
to you.
folder of the like videos. I will do it.
Yeah, dude, that one like I think we were working on moving out when we like recorded that. So like,
No, that was still in the summer.
then it was like right at the end of
Because
like me going back to work. or
when you were
whatever.
doing YouTube and Twitch, that was during the summer.
No, I was doing YouTube at the beginning of the pandemic.
Well, no, it was the same because you started YouTube whenever you got banned.
Yeah, I guess I did. Speaking of which, I emailed Twitch again, and guess what? They responded.
Did they?
No,
I was about to
nothing
say,
at
Yeah,
all.
bro. Literally, no. Well, you said don't talk things that are like like new subjects, right?
Sure.
Don't.
No, I mean it depends. Go ahead.
Okay, so
it's mainly a joke that we
there
had,
is current. I don't know if y'all have heard of it, but
Oh, Kick W died.
no, I don't even know who that is. But so there's a YouTuber who got banned a while ago with like no explanation or something like that.
445.
And he sued Twitch and won his lawsuit. And there have been like several other streamers who have been banned for like no reason. And like I think Will could possibly fall under that category, but like Twitch just doesn't respond to like the small people, like the small streamers, and like one guy only got unbanned because like he had a large following that knew he got banned for no reason. But nah, Twitch has like some pretty messed up things, but I probably can't talk about them due to like my status with them. So.
See, what confuses me, right, is how anyone could win a lawsuit getting banned from Twitch because it is a private company with their own terms of service and their own rules.
Because if Twitch goes against that, right, then
Goes against what?
Goes against their own terms of service and all, yeah, and ban somebody that's like a full-time streamer, that person just lost their career because they didn't follow their own rules.
The thing is, like, the terms of service are not there for them. It's there for everyone who is using the service. So I don't think that's much to do with it.
Well,
losing your career.
Well,
I can see that.
Yeah.
No, what Ethan's saying is if they ban you, don't exactly give you a reason. They're just kind of going against like
it's wrongful termination.
Well, they use
exactly.
the terms of service for like a guideline, right? To like for rules and people to follow. So if they get broken, then So
I mean, I technically broke the rules.
No, technically you didn't because you never uploaded it, right? Yeah. So not only that, you never got the notification for the like email saying that it was like bad.
I did, but like,
well, it was after the
like
fact,
I said,
right? Like you didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it. We talked about this on the podcast. There was no way for me to have seen it because like who's going to upload that and see that it doesn't get fully uploaded and then not just immediately like reattempt to upload it? Who's going to go and check their email because that happens, you know?
You need desktop notifications, bro.
Yeah.
No, there's like you definitely should get your Twitch back.
Oh, I also didn't email them again because I couldn't log it. I couldn't send them an email because my IP is different or something. It was asking for like a usable IP to email them from, like for the ticket, and I couldn't send them the ticket with my IP for some reason. So.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that like that emote isn't even available anymore. And that you also like messed with it, right? So it wasn't like you had just like stolen it.
Yeah, it was fair use. Me and Jackson talked about this. Yeah. But no, I don't know. Maybe I could do a lawsuit and just be like, look, I was on steady growth. According to that, I could have been making so much money by now.
Yeah.
I could sue them for maybe like $10,000.
You think 10,000?
I think I could get 10K. Jackson, what do you think?
Well, 10K, you're going to spend most of that on a lawyer.
Yeah.
Okay. 15, 20K.
Yeah.
I'm just aiming to come out with like 10,000.
Yeah. If you look at like civil cases like that, you'll notice like the amount requested is like based on a few different values, and people like to call cases frivolous just because they request so much in like emotional damages or whatever, things that they think are like poor reasons. But like, most of the money from that lawsuit is going to go towards lawyers. And then like if it's because of an injury, then most of that's going to go towards medical bills. And then it's like, you know, you don't just want to like break even when your life has been ruined. You want to be compensated for it. So
well, see, my life has been ruined.
Actually, it did kind of hit you hard when you got banned.
No, it really fucked with me.
Yeah, And I think there are several people to like testify to that.
Yeah. Just calling a bunch of guys. Like, that's why I started my antidepressants.
Will was on suicide watch every single day because of Twitch banned him.
Yeah. So
It's a constant struggle to get out of bed.
I can get like 500K now because they put my life at
Didn't
risk.
you like upgrade your computer to start streaming? Like, because you were
Yes, I
already
did.
doing it, right? You were already streaming.
My computer borked. Yeah, my other computer like bricked, and then I invested like $2,000 almost
Your
in
whole
getting a
setup.
new PC. Yeah, like monitors, everything, and then like literally like 2 weeks after that, I got banned.
You should do that again, but for like your little brother.
No, I don't have that. Oh, I do have that money, but I don't because I'm trying to spend it on something else. But
I should be upgrading
Getting a job?
really soon. Well, that, but
Yeah.
once like summer hits and I don't have to have my computer for school, I can probably
Yeah.
sell it for like $800, and I already have like some other money, you know. So like, it should
Drug
be
money.
good. No,
yeah,
but
yeah. Anything else?
along the lines,
Did it ever? No, did it ever hit you what you were thinking about?
sadly not. But what favorite drink? What's your favorite drink?
What do you mean drinks, Ethan?
Like drink,
Drink
Just
is
beverage.
like beverage.
Well, I'm cutting out sodas now, but it's either Baja Blast or root beer. But Gravy Co is also really good.
And cream soda is pretty good.
Cream
That's
soda is
a
fire.
really difficult question. I mostly drink water now. When I
Yeah,
don't
me
drink
too.
water, I drink coffee. When I don't drink coffee, I drink Gatorade. When I don't drink Gatorade, I drink.
Nos is really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, Nos is excellent. I love Swiss chocolate Monster as well.
I like chocolate
Yeah, but
milk.
that's
Very
just
good.
That's amazing. No, I really like Bangs, but like I don't drink them.
Bangs make my tummy.
I don't
hurt.
drink them too often because energy drinks, and I don't want to die and like all sorts of stuff. But
Ethan, aren't you a weeaboo?
aren't we all except for Jackson?
Yeah. So all of us being 2 out of 3.
Yeah. No, I have a lot of Naruto stuff.
Thank you for listening.
No.
It's been a really good episode. Have a good morning. Have a good night whenever you're listening.
Did you guys know that Airbnb stands for Air Bed and Breakfast?
I did not know that.
Yeah. Anyway.
If you listen to this far, comment Hinata, Hinata, with a capital A and A. Ethan, thank you for being on the podcast. I think next time we have you on, it's going to be on the Weebcast. The Weebcast. It's going to be an episode without Jackson. It's just going to have a bunch of weebs.
Bunch of fucking weeaboos, yeah.
Yeah, but
So-
yeah.
Does that
So
mean Sean's gonna be back?
yep, Sean's going to be on. I think Wyatt's going to be on.
You.
You're going to be on, and I think we're going to have John, my buddy John.
Oh, dude, are we gonna be able to talk about?
No, we're
okay.
not. But alrighty. Yeah, thank you for listening. I hope everyone enjoyed this
Don't
episode.
forget to like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Follow the podcast if you're on Spotify, wherever else it is that I don't know about. Just try to like help it out. So
Yes, sir. Let's beat a baby and let's go.
You know, I never addressed the argument of whether or not cooking meth was art or not.
It is.
I'm still not gonna. All right, this was a good episode.
drop me a follow. Bye.
Yes. Bye.
Bye bye.